Hey Ash, let's get caught up here. Well, let me get caught up, I guess. So here's what we have. We have an SSA situation. We know two sides and an angle. I have a complete ratio for A, which means I know angle A and side A. I know side C, so let's find angle C using the law of sines. So sine C over C is going to equal sine A over A. And yours might look a little different. That's okay. I'm going to multiply both sides by C. That'll cancel. And I'll just erase that to save a little bit of room. So this is what we're looking at. Sine A is 100. I'm just going to write that in. Sine of 100 times side C, which is 39. And we also know side A, and that's going to be 52.3. So a couple of things to think about when you're doing this. Number one, make sure you're in degree mode because we're given all these angles in degrees, so put your calculator in degree mode. I'm going to use the TI-83 here to show you, but obviously just check that out. So I'm going to select degree mode so I don't get this wrong. Pardon me. Another thing to think about is how you're entering this in, because sometimes some calculators, and it depends on the model you're using, if you're trying to enter this like this, sine of 100 times 39, the calculator might multiply that out and then compute the sine of that. So when the number you're giving me is more than 1, which is probably an indication that your calculator is like multiplying or dividing stuff first and then taking the sine of it. So to get around that, you can do one of two things. You can use a whole bunch of brackets when you put that in, or you can just compute the sine first and then keep that going as you work the problem. So that's what I like to do. First things first, I'm going to compute the sine of 100 degrees, sine of 100, and I'm just going to enter that. So this just keeps it in the calculator now. I'm not going to write this down. I'm not going to clear the calculator in any way. Now I'm going to multiply it by 39, so I'm just going to click multiply, which automatically kind of copies and pastes my previous answer in there, times 39. And we'll get another number, which I don't care about. I'm not going to do anything with. But then lastly, I'm just going to hit divide now. Again, it's just going to kind of copy and paste my previous answer in, and I'll divide that by 52.3. Now I know this makes sense what I'm doing here, but that's where we get so far. So this just keeps the calculator from, multiplying 100 by 39 or dividing stuff first or doing any kind of crazy stuff that calculators do. So that's our answer. So basically, we know that sine C equals this decimal right here. Then to get C by itself, we're going to do the arc sine or the inverse sine. Okay, so I'm just going to simply select second function in sine, and my calculator says sine -1, but it's like the arc sine, it's the opposite, it cancels it off. And then again now I'm just going to go second function, answer. So I'm specifically putting this in right there, and I'm putting all 10 digits in, so I'm going to be as accurate as I can be with my answer. I'll close it, and we get 47.2 degrees. Remember to round each degree. I think this problem wants you just to round to the nearest degree, so we would call that 47 degrees. All right, so I hope that helps. Good luck with the problem, and let me know how you make out.